Hi everybody, welcome to Commander Critic. Today's video I want to talk about the Mardu Surge deck from Tarkir Dragonstorm. And I'm going to mention some of the cards I think that are great in the precon through the gameplay that I experienced. And some cards that I'm thinking about putting in when I decide to make some changes to it. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers and people that have been commenting. I've been enjoying that dialogue, and I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and you'll be notified when I post new content, and gives you a chance to also let me know what kinds of things you'd like me to talk about on the channel, and I certainly will do that. So anyways, I'm going to get into today's topic. So I played Mardu Surge, and we in a pod where we played unadjusted precons from Tarkir Dragonstorm. Now, they all seem to do pretty well in their own way, but I'm a big fan of aggro, and so this deck was definitely right up my alley. A few of the cards that made a great impact in the game, obviously I did run Zergo Stormrender as my commander, and Adeline, obviously in any go-wide type deck, she's going to be awesome because when she attacks, she makes, or when you attack actually, she doesn't even have to attack, you make token creatures that are attacking your opponents, and her power is equal to the amount of creatures you control. So she is just a really great addition to any type of deck that wants to do this type of thing. Also, Will of the Mardu. If you have your commander, you could do both. One of which is choose an opponent, and you make a number of 1/1 tokens equal to the amount of creatures one of your opponents control. And then the other part is do damage based on the amount of creatures you control as well to a target. So that card really did help me with the game. One of the opponents did have a wide board state, so I was able to create a whole bunch of tokens, which was great because the next two cards I'm going to talk about actually was a win condition for me. Bastion of Remembrance is an enchantment that comes in with a 1/1 creature, and then whenever a creature you control dies, it deals damage equal to an opponent's, and you gain 1 life when that happens. That with Viscera Seer, where you can sack a creature to scry one, is a great combo, especially with Zergo out. I was able to basically just win a game by sacking all my tokens after creating a ton of them with Will of the Mardu and doing a bunch of damage to or life loss to my opponents. So that was a really fun combo, and it was a very fun win. It wasn't an aggro win, but man, it was definitely a great way to win in a different way. I do play an aristocrat deck as well, so it kind of worked that way as well. So that was really cool. Like I said, the deck ran really, really well straight out of the box. And I'm thinking about upgrading it with a few cards that I can run to help bolster my chances. So, for example, if I run Elish Norn and Urbrask, it's going to allow my creatures to be bigger, where your creatures are going to be smaller, and then my creatures can come in with haste, and yours have to come in tapped. So I think that those are going to help push towards a win in future games. Also, Dolmen Gate I'm looking at putting in because then my attacking creatures will not take damage during combat. So you can swing all out with all your creatures and you don't have to worry about them going away. So those are a couple of cards that I think are going to be great additions to the deck. And I'm excited to see where it goes and play this deck out many times. And, you know, the way I look at it is when you play a new deck, the best way to learn the best cards in it is to lose with it a bunch of times to figure out what really works with it. So it's going to be an experimental, type piece for now, but I'm going to change it up as we go and see what happens. So let me know what you think. How do you like the deck? Did you change anything? What did you take out? What did you put in? Which of the other decks did you like? Let me know in the comments. And again, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and you'll be notified when I post new content. And I hope everybody has a great day, and until next time.